With that out of the way, let's get to the final emailed in question today. And the final emailed in question of the day today comes to us from Melissa Branson, who writes, "Hi, John. My husband and I went to my first Comic-Con. He's been there before. I had a good time, but I was really disappointed that we couldn't get into any of the big Hall H panels, or at least the ones I was interested in seeing. Why does Comic-Con have these big events that most people want to see in such a small place that almost guarantees hardly anyone can get into? Honestly, I don't think I'll be going back again." All right, thanks a lot for the email, Melissa. And you know, Melissa, you bring up an issue that I have been talking about for a couple of years now. And that is this. I believe Comic-Con needs to move out of San Diego. I love San Diego. Ann and I, just for kicks, we go to San Diego about 3 times a year just to spend the weekend there. We love that city. And I loved my time there at Comic-Con this year. I loved going to it. Awesome. However, there are some very big practical problems with San Diego. Look, San Diego's just not built to have 150,000 people suddenly descend on it. Some of the big problems I'm often talking about is, number one, hotels. Good luck. Look, when you actually have to have a lottery to see who gets a hotel room, that's a problem. And not only that, because the demand for hotels so outweighs the supply of hotels, prices skyrockets. There are people there spending $500-600 a night on a hotel. That's ridiculous. When normally those rooms are like $85 a night, now because of supply and demand, $500, $600, $700 a night for a hotel. Heaven help you if you want to be within walking distance. Otherwise, you're staying 5 miles away and having to cab in every day. And don't even get me started about how bad the traffic becomes at Comic-Con. So there's that. There's the size of the convention center is so small. Like I went into the convention center on Wednesday night for preview night, and it was crowded. It was nothing compared to like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, where if you try to walk around the convention center at all, you're like this. Excuse me, pardon me. When a place like Las Vegas has a convention center that's literally triple the size. Triple the size. But one of the other big problems that you just brought up is the problem of Hall H. Look, not everybody at Comic-Con wanted to go see the Godzilla panel. Not everybody at Comic-Con wanted to go see the Aquaman panel or the Warner Brothers panel or the Universal, whatever. Not everybody wanted to go. But that is the biggest thing going on at Comic-Con. It's the biggest thing going on at Comic-Con. And out of the 150,000 people that went to go to see Comic-Con this year, Hall H can only accommodate 6,500 people. Want to put that in perspective? It's this. Hall H can only hold 4.3% of the number of people that actually come to Comic-Con. Let me repeat that. Hall H, where they have the biggest main events that everybody wants to see, can only hold 4.3% of the people that come. That means 96% of the people are not going to be able to get in to see the things they want to do. And out of those 4.3% of the people who do get in, they got to stand in lines taking up huge chunks of hours to get in. Or you could go to another city. For example, city like Las Vegas. We're right there on the Strip. You've got a 20,000 seat stadium in T-Mobile Arena. And it's an indoor stadium. No worries about weather, blah, 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 blah. You still can't fit everybody in, but a hell of a lot more people could get in. That's always been one of the biggest problems with Comic-Con, is that you have the biggest panels that everybody wants to see, 4% of the people can get in. So that means there were a lot of people, like I think Melissa was her name. There's a lot of people like Melissa who planned for 6 months to go to Comic-Con, probably spent in the neighborhood of $1,500 to $2,000 on hotels, booked time off work, traveled to San Diego, and they didn't get in to see the panel. That's bull. That's bull. And that's a problem. That is a problem that they need to address. Now, I've been saying for years, take Hall H and put it in Petco, the baseball stadium that's right there. Put it there. Now, that still raises concerns about weather and stuff. Yeah, there's their problem there. But only having 4% of the people that come to your event being able to get into the most important thing at your event is a major, major problem. And they need to do something to address it. And I don't know what they can do other than move this thing out of San Diego to a place that can better accommodate it. But anyway, that's just my feelings on that. You guys will probably have a lot of different feelings as well. So, hey, whatever. Comic-Con's still a great time. Okay, with that out of the way, it's time for us to go to some live questions.